Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. All 17 Filipino crew members of the MV Magic Seas have safely returned home and are now receiving comprehensive support from the government. The cargo vessel was attacked in the Red Sea by Houthi rebels on July 6. According to the Department of Migrant Workers or DMW, 6 seafarers arrived on July 11, followed by the remaining 11 on Saturday night. Repatriated crew members were welcomed by DMW Secretary Hans Leo Gov't and other officials at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 3. Gov't commended the seafarers for their bravery during the incident and highlighted that government aid would go beyond immediate financial assistance. He also added that each crew member will undergo full medical checkups, including physical, mental health, and psychosocial assessment to help in their recovery and reintegration. The repatriation was made possible through coordination among multiple government agencies, including Department of Foreign Affairs, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, Migrant Workers Office, Department of Social Welfare and Development, Department of Health, and the Department of Transportation. Meanwhile, the Department of Migrant Workers has assured full government support to the family of Leah Mosquera, the Filipino caregiver who died due to severe injuries from an Iranian missile attack on Israel on June 15. In a statement, DMW said they would provide financial assistance to the family of Mosquera, including the travel cost of her sister Leah Joy, also a caregiver in Israel, to accompany her late sister's remains to the Philippines. The DMW also honored Mosquera for her service and enduring legacy of care. Mosquera sustained several injuries to her heart and lungs when a missile damaged her residence in Rehovot. She was given emergency treatment but remained in critical condition at the intensive care unit of Shamir Medical Center until she passed away on Sunday. The Commission on Elections, or Comelec, on Saturday announced that the printing of field test ballots for 2025 Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, or BARMM, parliamentary elections would be conducted on July 14. According to Comelec Chairperson George Erwin Garcia, some of 160 ballots to be used for this month's field test in the region will be printed at the National Printing Office facility in Quezon City. The printing will commence after the signing of a Memorandum of Agreement for the provision of printing services in the 2025 BARMM parliamentary election. Garcia noted that the ballots will not consist of candidates' names and political parties for the election, stressing that these will be utilized only for simulation and testing process. He added that the field test aims to ensure accuracy, integrity, and readiness of the electoral rules, procedures, and automated system to be deployed in BARMM as part of Comelec's preparation for the upcoming parliamentary election in the BARMM. The BARMM parliamentary election is scheduled on October 13, 2025. A total of 262 barangays received the Seal of Good Governance for Barangay, or SGLGB, from the Department of the Interior and Local Government, or DILG. The awarding took place at the opening cluster of the Liga ng Mga Barangay National Congress held at the World Trade Center in Pasay City on July 10. In a statement, DILG said the award is a testament of the barangay's crucial role in building a bagong Pilipinas as envisioned by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. The agency noted the barangay on reflecting their excellence in local governance and commitment to accountability, transparency, and responsive service delivery. The 262 barangays are the first batch of national awardees under the 2024 SGLB assessment cycle, with more recognition rights set for July 29, August 19, September 10, and October 21, where over 3,000 national passers will be granted the SGLGB. The SGLGB program serves as a platform to push barangays to raise the bar of public service. Moving on to our news on the weather, the southwest monsoon, or habagat, continues to bring rains over much of the western portion of the country. Pag-asa said cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms will be expected over western Visayas, Negros Island region, Zamboanga Peninsula, northern Mindanao, Zambales, Bataan, Occidental Mindoro, Romblon, and Palawan. These areas may experience moderate to at times heavy rains that can cause flash floods or landslides. The Abagat will also cause isolated rain showers or thunderstorms over Metro Manila and the rest of the country. Meanwhile, extreme northern Luzon will have moderately blowing winds and moderate coastal waters. Elsewhere, winds will be light to moderate with slight to moderate seas. In our business news, Indonesia announced it has signed potential food and beverage deals worth $2.22 million with the Philippines at the Manila Food and Beverage Expo or MAFBEX 2025 last June. Martin Pandapotan Hutabarat, trade attaché at the Indonesian Embassy in Manila, said Indonesia seeks to tap the Philippine market's interest in their food and beverage products. He said this offers significant opportunities for Indonesian micro, small, and medium enterprises, especially those selling health foods. The Indonesian pavilion at MAFBEX featured 10 companies, including 8 MSMEs, and highlighted healthy food products and coffee, as well as tea, honey, chocolates, biscuits, and processed goods like sorghum, flour, rice, and starch. Food and beverage products are Indonesia's third largest export to the Philippines, growing by 18.3% from 2020 to 2024. It is also the second largest exporter of coffee beans to the Philippines at $43.4 million in the year 2024. Meanwhile, the Bureau of Internal Revenue, or BIR, has lauded the Department of Justice, or DOJ, for filing criminal charges against two major corporations for using ghost receipts in fraudulent activities. On April 10, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Boying Remulla formally filed 18 criminal charges against the management and officers of Ed Buen Viaje Builders and Synergy Sales International Corporation. Based on complaints filed by the BIR in November 2023, authorities found that both companies used fraudulent receipts issued by shell corporations to manipulate their expenses and reduce their tax obligations. The two shell corporations, Build Force Trading and Deca Rich Supertrade, are already facing tax evasion cases filed by the DOJ in 2022. The BIR said the case reinforces the government's campaign against ghost receipts and those using them to evade taxes. And those are the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I am William Theo. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing you stories that unite the nation.